So hello everyone, this is Gandalf and Itai from BitCollege. Today is February the 27th, and we are having an exciting interview with Fluz Fluz founder, Mr. Maurice Harary.
Hi everybody, thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for joining us. First of all, we'd like to ask you to introduce yourself, tell us a bit about yourself, and we also would like to know if it is the first project on the blockchain for you guys.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much again for having me on the show. So I am the co-founder of Fluz Fluz. We started Fluz Fluz about a year and a half ago in preparing the business. And what the business has been about is primarily a cashback system. This is our first attempt at taking our own business on the blockchain. However, we've been involved in investing in other ICOs and trading a few currencies, as well as putting together a team of people who have run blockchain-based projects. So I would say today, we have many years of experience on a team that is able to support blockchain applications, and we're continuing to build that up. So very exciting, and we look forward to building more with you guys.
Yes, hi Maurice. Please tell us about Fluz Fluz and the tech behind it.
Okay, so what Fluz Fluz is primarily a cashback platform for our users, and what we do is we help our users earn more from the purchases they're already making. So on the technical level, prior to the blockchain implementation that has already begun, on a technical level, what we do is we negotiate cashback discounts or affiliate commissions or pre-purchasing of gift card inventory at a discount with our merchant partners. Those negotiations have been happening in Colombia prior to the launch of our ICO and the plans to launch the US, opened up in the US, and now are happening in a much more aggressive manner to get us in front of a lot of different US merchants. We then take that negotiated discount and we use that commission as our margin, as well as a margin for our users. And when the user purchases, that negotiated margin gets distributed as cash back. But what's more importantly is the entire network of how we distribute the cash back. So part of it goes to the buyer, but every single user that comes onto our platform is inserted into a master network with its own associations. And those associations define how the cashback is split up. So a cashback is split up into 16 different pieces, one going to the buyer and 15 going to other associations of the user in the network, the upstream associations of people who have been who have invited that user making the purchase.
Okay, I see. We'll get into more details later about exactly how the seats and the technology is working. But I have another question before that. And what was the inspiration of creating Fluz?
What was the inspiration? It's a great question. The inspiration of creating Fluz was as follows. So, we saw the cashback business, and we said, look, there's a real big demand for it. Personally, I'll tell you this: I'm a big user of it in the U.S. Although I can't use please God soon, I can't use Fluz Fluz cashback yet because I live in the U.S. But in theory, it sounds just okay. Once you get that first cashback and you start seeing your account grow, you learn to love it. You learn really, really fast about how cashback works and the excitement of earning cashback and stretching your dollar. So we saw that if we just are a little bit smarter for how we distribute the cashback, i.e., distributing it to not only the user making the purchase, but a wider network. People could be earning from thousands of people's purchases. Now, although it's very small, it's still a big number. So we started this business. We looked at using gift card technology because that is something that's universally accepted at retailers, and obviously there's a host of complications with dealing with that through gift code security and code reliability and redemption issues, which are all things that we've kind of built a host of technology around supporting so many different types of retailers and their ability to redeem those gift cards. But more importantly, then we said, okay, that's wonderful that the person could buy what they want. They could buy using our Fluz Fluz and earning cash back. But in order for this product to really scale, I need instant download. Mailing a gift card is not a viable option. So the use case that we really built towards was someone waiting in line at a coffee store or a supermarket or a retail store to pay, and in that particular instant, buying the gift card and the value they want, or securing the payment or securing the cash back, however they have to do it. So we look at it from the user's perspective, and everything we do is always from a user first perspective, saying like, okay, how does the user do it in the most quick, efficient way? Then the next thing we look at from a user's perspective is saying, okay, what's going to, what information is going to excite our users about engaging more with our platform to want to do more and more and more. So in this case, a big piece of it is showing their growth in the network and showing their cashbacks and building a cashback, building visibility into who's generating the cashback, how big your network is growing, how much money you're earning. And I think the exciting thing is the fact that users are able to see that they earn cash back from people they didn't even know. And some guy I never heard of, but he has a good looking face, bought at a store I never heard of, but I earned 10 Fluz points. That's wonderful. So it's all on a mobile first basis, because I'm very, very, very much aware that today the user lives on the go, and everything we have a mobile here. We do everything with a mobile first approach, allowing users to really earn cash back on the fly. So I mean, I could keep going on our technology, but I think for the sake of
Yes.
time, let's keep moving.
Yes.
Yes, okay. You talk about the cashback. In which way Fluz is different from other crypto cashback platforms? What is your advantage?
So our biggest advantage is the network model, where a user is earning cash back not only from their purchases, but from the purchases of up to 65,000 other users in their network, and our ability to build those associations, whether it's something that the person did themselves, built those associations themselves, as well as the associations that automatically happen just by the pure growth engine built into our platform. On top of that, there's the ability to transact with the different retailers, whether it's linking credit cards, which is a functionality we'll be rolling out for the US market, whether it's payment on the retailer site, whether it's payment through the various cryptocurrencies, and we would support the transaction and reconcile with the merchants. Additionally, one of the other exciting components is that you earn cash back from the people you invite and the people in your network, not just the first time. So many of these online referral softwares, they tell you, okay, refer me this person and you'll get $5. You'll get 10% on their first transaction. You'll get 100% on their first transaction. But after that, you're what I would call SOL. Excuse my French. Out of luck. With us, what makes us very different is you maintain that connection with the person for life. And the other beauty of Fluz Fluz, which is different than most other network marketing platforms, which is we try not to be just one product. where travel, where mobile data, where content from Netflix and other movies, where fashion, where restaurants, where groceries, where travel. We're aimed not only on transacting with users, you know, buy this makeup, buy this product. It's you're buying what you're buying. I'm not interested in trying to. If you like drinking coffee from one retailer, I'm not interested in convincing you to switch the coffee you like. I'm interested in helping you earn more from the coffee that you already want to be drinking.
All right, tell me please, Mr. Harary, do you have any plans to collaborate with other cashback platforms in the future?
Yes, we do. We're going to be, I can't speak so much about it in detail right now, but it's something that we are very much aware of. We've already begun several integrations to convert points from other networks into Fluz and vice versa. I don't want to disclose any of the partnerships that we already have in line until they go live, but that's where we are.
Okay, excellent.
Okay. What's the benefit for using Fluz gift cards? Like, do you have any discount?
It's the benefit for using Fluz is the cashback. It's the cashback that you're earning from our system. It's the cashback that's already existing in the platform, and we also built in a mechanism to reward users in their. It's kind of like other than the token holders, the system operates almost like in a downward escalator, an escalator going down. So if you're not buying, you're losing positioning in the network. So the best way for you to grow in the network or maintain your position with other users growing just by virtue of you not being active is to shop within our platform. So we made sure to gamify it and reward the users. What we do is we make sure to work very, very, very light margins so that we're able to pass off any negotiated discounts with our users, because we find the more the users are earning, the more the transaction volume is going to be growing, the better the experiences for our integrated users.
Okay, that's a great. The next question actually is about it. We would like to know where are the earning coming from. Basically, people's first impression when they look at project of this kind, is like a pyramid. Can you please explain us a bit more about the Premier Seat and how it's working, and basically where is the earning coming from? Is it from the retailers, or
meaning where's the earning of the users that we're paying?
Where is the cashback coming from? So the user is going to spend money.
It's a great question, and I'm glad we're talking about it. So in short, the answer is we negotiate. Let's keep math simple. 10% discount with a retailer, whether we're buying the gift cards up front, or we're transacting with the retail. We're transacting with our consumers and buy the gift cards or pay the gift cards after. Or if we're not using a gift card model, but we're using more of an affiliate model, we'll then take a commission. We'll bill the merchant after net of the 10% on that 10%. We take that 10%, and let's keep it simple right now. Let's say that Fluz Fluz would be distributing 100% of our commission. So 10%, 5% would go to the buyer, and 5% would get split out by the network of people who invited that buyer. So it's 0.33. In this case, it would be 0.33% of that purchase. So on $100, it would be 33 cents would go to each of the 15 members. The reason why there's scalability in our business is because we make sure to cap the distribution of the network, the 15 associations. So a user who's 16 degrees away from the buyer, he doesn't earn anything. We only include 15, so therefore we can continue to maintain scalability. It's a big scalability. It's a very long distance 15. Most networks like this that are distributing points hold associations 1, to, the max you usually see is 5. We said, we're going to take the model and turn it on its head and go 15 degrees away, allowing people to build up to 65,000 people referring in their network. And we're talking that people are earning pennies on every transaction from everyone else, but because of the instantaneous nature of the transaction, we're looking to penetrate into every transaction a user makes. Based on that, there's scalability to the network distribution because we cap it, although it's a big cap, it's a cap. And then the the rewards that are being paid to the users are coming from negotiated discounts or affiliate marketing commissions from our retail partners.
I see. That basically was a big hole for us while I was researching the project, and I'm very happy that you answered. So just to make to make it clear for us and for our followers, is that basically you buy, let's say, for the example, you buy services of Uber or Netflix, and you get it for 10% discounted of the normal price of the market. And then for those 10%, you basically split it 5% discount for the user and another 5% splitting between the seat holders, basically.
Yeah, yes, the network in general, the global network.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. And but within the network, it's only 15 people in that guy's direct line, because it's not 16, it's not 17, because if it would become a variable number, then the further someone is away from the buyer, the less money they're earning. And what that really then does is the people who come in early earn a lot, and people who come in late earn nothing. So what we do is it's 15 layers no matter what. So someone who comes in 10 years from now, he could build his network 15 layers away from himself and earn the same thing from someone who came in today. So it's really just about the size of a person's network and their activity in growing that network. Or if they hold a seat, they get to where they need to be faster. One more thing I would like to make sure is 100% clear. So if you invite me and I invite my wife, God bless her, and my wife purchases, me and you are going to earn the same exact cash back. Doesn't matter how close you are to the buyer. Anyone in the referral stream earns the same distribution, and that's really a big driver for defining how people are able to earn big volume in our network. And I'd like to say that we brought in some advanced mathematicians to help us build out all these dynamics of our network to make sure that the business remains scalable.
Okay, and now for the technical stuff about the Fluz, what's the difference between the Fluz coin and the Fluz token?
So the Fluz coin, again, I can't say too much about that right now until it's something that we're going to hold a lot of announcements just pertaining to the Fluz token, or the Fluz coin rather. But what the Fluz token is, it's a tool to gain access to the rewards business and the rewards distribution. Fluz coin is the currency used within Fluz Fluz to transact and pay them, pay the buyers and the network members their rewards. So Fluz coin is more of the currency to distribute, and Fluz coin has a hard value. It could be redeemed for hard cash. Fluz token is the tool that's used to build out your network.
Okay, so the cashback is going to be with the coin or with the token?
The coin. When you earn, you're earning Fluz coin.
I see. And what's going to be on the exchanges?
Token.
So basically, with the coin, you can spend only on the Fluz network.
Right now.
With the cashback money that you gain, you can basically, it's like reward points in Walmart, for example. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Nice.
Mitsuyan.
Very good. But you have plenty of brands that you can use. Another question that we have is regarding your worldwide plans. when do you think you're going, as we know for now, you're going to expand to the States very soon. What about getting into Europe and Israel, for example? I'm asking also from the point of view of the seat holder.
Rega. One step. We are definitely, from our U.S. perspective, looking to partner with a lot of online merchants that will support that have global businesses and support international shipping and international transactions. So the gift cards or the affiliate commissions can be earned by purchases in local markets as well. And as we successfully pull up the U.S., we're going to be looking globally to expand into other countries as well, so that we could offer users the ability to transact and earn more flus. Because we know that the world is today getting smaller and smaller, and I would like to allow users to all over the world to earn cash back and connect, etc. So it's something that we're very much looking at. Uh, However, we don't want to roll out into additional countries until we do it properly. So we'll be doing it in just a matter of when.
As an investor in Fluz Fluz, it is extremely important to know if the network is active in your country. As for the fact that the network encourages users to add friends, and by that to gain more Fluz cashback coins.
Absolutely. It's definitely going to be a big driver. However, to us, very important not just to have operations there, but to have a very big scale of merchants and local marketing. Because we don't just, it's one thing to have the software accessible locally, but to us, very, very important is to make sure that the system works properly and has a lot of shopping options. So we are looking to expand globally. We just want to make sure it gets done right in every single country we expand to. On a personal level, I would love to see Israel come get off the ground sooner rather than later, because I would like to do some more shopping there, and when I come, have more reasons for me personally to come visit the place. So trust me, it's definitely something that I'm looking to see happen sooner rather than later.
Excellent.
Okay. How secure is Flux platform, and where do you keep the cashback tokens?
How secure is the Fluz platform? I'll tell you this much: in our existing infrastructure, we've seen penetration attempts. We've thwarted them. We stopped them many times because both the point balance and the gift card balances is a big target. We know we're very much aware. Of that we're worthwhile to come after, and we have a team just focusing on security of our gift card IDs, our network position. We've seen attempts to game the system and pull more than what should be distributed, and it's something that we're very much aware of and watching. And thank God, I'll tell you this much: we haven't been without hack attempts, but we have been without being hacked. So something we're going to continue to build on. And then the tokens as well we're using blockchain technology to handle the security. We're definitely using a lot of protocol to make sure that we restrict access to on a need to know basis. One of the things we are actually using for security is we're going to be implementing a lot of blockchain technology to handle decentralization of the data and encryption and decentralization of network positioning and gift card data, and better blockchain encryption tools. So these are some certain things that we're looking forward to developing on, because what that's going to do is it's going to help us scale even more. As we get bigger, we're very much aware that we are a bigger target.
Okay. I'd like to see the future of Flaz, and I'll ask you, where do you think Flaz will be in about 5 years, let's say?
I think my goal for Fluz Fluz is as follows. Let's say today a small guy looking to start a business He wants to open a retail store, and he knows he needs to have a cash register. He needs to have a credit card terminal, and he needs to have an account on Fluz Fluz to accept payments with Fluz. That's, my goal is that to become industry standard and to become a go-to platform for consumer rewards, consumer engagement. We're looking to transact billions globally and distribute billions of dollars in rewards globally.
Do you plan more blockchain-related projects?
Absolutely. I would like, I think the next time I come on an interview with you guys, I would be very excited to talk in a lot more detail about what those are and how those are going to work. You should know that we are spending quite a bit of time and have exciting new blockchain businesses that we're going to be rolling out. I'll tell you this much: work has never been so much fun for me since we've gotten this going, and I can't wait to start sharing more and more what we're working on.
Good to hear that, and it's getting connected to my next question. Basically, is what do you think about the future of blockchain technology? And another question: if you invest in any other cryptocurrency?
I've personally invested in a lot of different cryptocurrencies, from the basic ones to the more obscure ones, to ICOs that went up to ICOs that went down. I think the future of cryptocurrencies and the future of the blockchain technology is going to become a lot more regulated, a lot more legitimized. When we were doing the ICO for Fluz Fluz, so many people were surprised by the fact that Fluz Fluz Colombia is a real operational business and not a very nice landing page and a beautiful white paper, but there's actually a team of people behind that business and behind that actually operating, and we had existing customers. And to me, I say that the guys who weren't those real businesses, yeah, granted, we also started as a business plan and a landing page, but I see it where there's going to be a lot more accountability and regulation and supervision of all the blockchain. And because it's becoming as real as it is, business is going to become more institutionalized. And we look to become one of those institutionalized organizations that are going to help end consumers in a safe, secure way transact using blockchain technology. I mean, this is definitely the largest movement of wealth, I would say, in human history, from traditional fiat transactions to a totally decentralized method. And it's exciting. It's obviously here to stay, but it's going to become a lot more regulated so that it's safer for early entry consumers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Harary. We appreciate the data you shared with us today. We better see you in Israel next time.
I need excuses to come, so I'm hoping this could be a good one.
Definitely, the next visit in Israel, we'll be glad to meet up with you and hear more about your new projects on the blockchain.
Okay, very good. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, that's it for today, guys. We've been more than happy to have this opportunity to interview Fluz Fluz founder, Mr.Maurice Harary. If you like the interview, please subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Telegram. All the links are in the description below.